Hey guys, Mestre Sukuri coming to you from Capoeira Zoador, Tokyo here in Japan. This morning, I wanted to take some time to talk to you guys and just catch you up on what's going on this week. It's an incredible time right now. I feel spring is in the air here in Japan and I'm feeling fantastic. I'm still wearing a little bit of the winter clothes, but we're getting there. First of all, I want to say that yesterday, was just Tuesday, I had an incredible opportunity to be on Mestre Boyajianchi's fantastic live program. It was a 2-hour interview that he did with me in Portuguese, and I feel that these kind of things, especially what Mestre Boyajianchi does, really inspires me. You know, here I am, a 50-year-old capoeira teacher, and I look at Mestre Boyajianchi, who's 76, 77, and he's still going 100 miles an hour, doing incredible things, still teaching his kids, still doing workshops. He's about to travel to Germany to do some workshops. So if you're in Germany, make sure you check out Mestre Boyajianchi's event. You can check all that stuff out on Mestre Boyajianchi's homepage. I just want to say thank you. Pai, muito obrigado por toda a oportunidade que o Senhor sempre me dá. And tamo junto sempre, tá? Now, like I said, I feel like we're kind of getting to the end of the corona panic. And it seems like more and more people are starting to understand that the whole COVID corona is now becoming manageable as I don't want to say as less or more dangerous than a common cold or the flu, as we say influenza here in Japan. But it's becoming more manageable, and people are seeing that now we need to get the economy going and moving things forward. A couple of quick shout outs to friends that I made during COVID. Mestre Galego, I just want to say I hope everything's going great with the family and hope everything's moving smoother. We talked a lot during this whole process and grew closer, and I hope things are just getting really good. I know you're super busy right now for one big reason. 2, the new house tour, right? Okay, I wanted to say, like I said, I feel we're getting the end of COVID here, and I want to share with you some of the things that I learned as a professional capoeira teacher, person who runs their own group. And then I want to share some stuff that I feel I had spiritual awareness and growth as a capoeirista and as a mestre of capoeira. First, as a professional, when COVID started, everyone had to redo everything, right? We had to learn to teach online. We had to learn to adjust. We had to learn to wear masks. I mean, here in Japan, I've got kids who are now in 2nd grade who I really haven't seen their face in two years. Isn't that insane? The other day, one of my kids adjusted their mask and I was like, oh my God, you're so cute. I forgot how gorgeous you kids are. I can't wait till we get to a point where the kids can take off their masks and breathe easy and fresh air and not be so stressed. But we're still being careful and doing best we can until this all, finally calms down a little bit more. The new normal, right? So during this time for me, I was very lucky because the academia, my Capoeira Zoador Academy in Tokyo, wasn't ever closed down. We just had to be really careful and do the best we could to keep everybody healthy. Then what happened after that? I felt like everybody, I kind of not panicked, but okay, I got anxiety to that we have to do so many things. So I tried new things such as, can I make money from YouTube? Can I make money from Patreon? Can I make money from Instagram, right? These extra, avenues of income, streams of income. And honestly, maybe it's just the way I am. Maybe it's the lack of tech knowledge. I mean, I learned a lot. I made a lot of videos and I did a lot of things. I tried Patreon. Patreon was interesting. And let me go each one so I can tell you how I felt interacting at that level. Okay, first of all, when you start doing all these social media things, I think everyone thinks that it's going to be so easy, but it's actually incredibly challenging. And a lot of, I clap my hands for everybody who's doing this, all the masters who are able to create extra streams of income, and teachers who are able to create extra streams of income through online. For me, maybe I didn't find my niche, maybe I didn't find what people wanted, maybe I didn't find how to market myself right. I don't know. But for me, YouTube was interesting, and this video will go on YouTube. But it's more of a way to have like a online library for my students, right? For online library for my the people who follow me, who are interested in what I do as a Capoeira Mestre and a Capoeira leader. So YouTube has been very good for that. Also, like YouTube, we say in Japanese, YouTube sensei, the teacher is YouTube. It showed me how to do so many things, from how to, glass and how to cut and, sand glass, all the way how to make videos that I can share with my love of art, and from now on, things I want to do. So I can do a lot of things on YouTube, and it's a great medium for that. Do I expect to make any money from YouTube? No. Do I want to? It'd be nice, but I'm not really interested. So what I'm doing, for me, YouTube showed me it's a great way to keep my name out there, right? People go to YouTube and do things. And it's a great way to communicate what I do here with other people. I think we have about 360, 350 people subscribed. You need 1,000 people, and something like, I can't remember, like 4,000 hours of video viewing so that you can stream live anytime. So I still can't do that as easy. I need help from, thank you Modelo for always helping. There's ways to go, around it, and you can do live, like we did live with the kids tournament the other day. So if you're out there in YouTube, subscribe, like, watch my videos, let them play in the back. Once I get to my live threshold, I'll be able to do more live stuff. But like I said, I'm not expecting anything of it, just so that I can send a nicer email to everybody when I get something done. Instagram, Facebook, same thing. People are saying Instagram and Facebook are more for different generations. That's fine. Facebook helps me, and Instagram helps me to connect to, everybody. I haven't really started TikTok anything because there's just so much I can do in a day. But Instagram and Facebook help me to connect a lot of times to the parents, right? And to maybe the college student level people. What's the other one? So I did Patreon, and I did Capoeira University, and I got a lot of stuff done. And I feel that I went up above and beyond. However, for me, the Patreon was really strange because I consider myself, maybe nobody else does, but I consider myself an artist, educator. And I feel doing things like Patreon is like, you have to be more, how can I say? It has to be your main thing so that you can have milestones to do. Like this month, one video, next month, one video, next month, after that. While me, I like to get things done, and I bulldoze through everything and I get it done, and then I put it out. Like I think in 1 month I put out like 8 classes for Capoeira University. That's fine. And I stopped doing the Patreon because generally I don't like the feeling of being under pressure to do, right? I think I've worked hard enough in my life and achieved enough level of quality that I don't have to feel pressure to do. And I feel like what's worked out for me more than anything up until this point, things that I've used, if I do anything in the future professionally, like crowdfunding, it'll be Indiegogo, because for me it matches, it's easy to work with that, especially here in Japan. Who knows what I'll do with that, maybe for the future events or for future projects, I don't know. But that's the only one that I really feel kind of matches how I do things, because I create a project, I put the project out, and if people want to support, they do. If they don't, it's also everybody's choice. There's plenty of things. And I'm hoping that, things move forward with that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is how I felt I grew spiritually and growth-wise. The key word that I've been saying a lot is I feel, let me take off my jumper here. It's getting a little bit warm. I feel that the greatest thing that I was able to understand during this whole pandemic was I really, not that I wasn't humble, not that I wasn't appreciative of the people around me, but really during the whole pandemic, I had an opportunity to really understand, maybe it's an age thing, but really understand what it means to appreciate, right? What it really means to appreciate people that are hardworking around me, people that are doing positive things, and also people who are working to maintain relationships, right? One thing that people do in capoeira that, especially long-term capoeira people say, oh, it's like, I haven't seen you in a year or 2 years. And it's like, we never lost touch. That's fine. Personally, now, I really feel I like to maintain relationships, and people have told me I'm really good at maintaining relationships. And like I said, there's only 24 hours in a day, so you have to choose which relationships you can maintain. For me personally, I've maintained a really good relationship with Master Boyajianchi, who for me has become someone who shares a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge with me, and I've had a rare opportunity that I felt I needed at this point in my life. So again, I want to thank you, Mestre Boyajianchi, for all the wisdom, sabedoria, all the knowledge, and all the great feeling that you've shared with me during this whole pandemic. I think it's important that, like a mentor, no matter what in capoeira, most of the older generation has had a hard time, and for whatever reason might not have had a certain amount of success, but we still need to look to them to reflect and to understand where we are in the capoeira world, but also using their experiences, good and bad, so that we can make better choices. And listen. Doesn't mean we have to listen blindly, but we do have to listen. It's part of the hierarchy of capoeira, and I think sometimes we forget because people, little snippets here and there of different information, but at the end of the day, you have to have one or two people who really influence you and that you can listen to with a grain of salt and improve who you are, to reflect. So for me, being able to do that really helped me to grow as a capoeirista, as a mestre. Now, this video's getting a little bit long, sorry, but I'll do my best. Where am I now? Now, I honestly have to say I'm more in love with capoeira every day, and I want to keep doing it, improving. I feel a little tired because, like everybody else, now that I kind of feel the worst part of this pandemic is over, I feel, a little bit tired, like you're after a long project or like a bachi's out the weekend, and then you get a little bit, on Monday morning, you're tired, right? Your voice is a little bit tired, but I feel good. And I feel really, really lucky to be where I am, to have the friends around me, Disco, Jacaré, all the great people who support me here on a weekly basis, my amazing wife. I feel one thing that's come out of this pandemic more, not that I didn't appreciate, but, they say those who suffer together grow together, right? And I really felt like my wife and I really got closer and more appreciative of each other. And I can't, I love her more passionately every day, and now I can really say that And really, maybe it's, like I said, a maturity thing, I don't know, but I really appreciate it. And because of that, I'm also appreciative of all the parents and students who continue to support during this difficult time. I know so many people who had much more difficult challenges and much more difficult times during this whole situation than I did. And for my students, for everybody, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just getting started. Like I said, spring's in the air. I'm already planning with my great, Taka Fusemi, looking to plan to do a big, Capoeira Zoador spring barbecue. We're just looking for a space. There's so many wonderful things to do. The thing to do is to never lose faith in capoeira. Eu nunca perdi fé na capoeira. Eu nunca perdi fé na capoeira. Right? Oh, it's a new song I'm working on, so I got to keep that under wraps. So many things are going on. So many things are going to be happening. I hope all of you are safe and doing well. And if you guys, always remember, you can always email me. I'm happy to talk and do whatever I can. Guys, have a fantastic day. Lots of love, lots of capoeira, and lots of ashe.